Oh, it is 586, week number 2. Welcome. We're incredibly single minded this week, building a class website. Lots of ways you can do that, lots of just so many ways you can build a website these days. For the purpose of this class, my strong recommendation is Google Sites. It plays well with all the Google things. You upload a video to Google Drive, easy to embed that video in your page, easy to add stuff from anything that's in Google Drive, Google Sheets, Google Docs, Google Slides, um, photos. It's simple. It's not the most beautiful website, um, but unless you have strong feelings about a different platform, Google Sites is your friend. I'm pointing, but I'm out of frame. Your friend. Yeah, and that's the main thing I've got for you today. What's wild, we're going to take a little detour here this week in AI, right? You can essentially draw a picture on the back of a napkin, like sketch it on whatever, on your phone, on a piece of paper with crayons. Take a photo of that, upload that to ChatGPT, and say, I want to build a website that looks like this, and it will give you the HTML markup to build your own page. You still need a place to host it, right? So if we go a little bit geeky into how websites work, um, there's two big parts to it. There's like the content, the stuff, and that needs to live somewhere. It lives on someone's computer. This is what hosting is. You're paying essentially a company to have a computer on all the time. Uh, it really can be that simple. And then you're also, depending on how you're doing it, either paying or just using someone else's .com or URL domain to direct it. So that when people type, let's simplify things. When people type billsellick.com, um, like the web page is like, all right, looking around. Oh, got it. Um, who has it? And then Bluehost, who I pay to host my website, goes, we've got it. Um, Show them these files. Here's the one called index.html, and that loads up all the stuff. So you have the domain, the .com, the .biz, the .whatever, .org, .edu. That's the domain that you can or don't have to pay for, and then the actual content, the files. So Google Sites takes care of all of that for you. If you're doing it from a personal account, it'll be sites.google.com / a bunch of stuff. If you're doing it from a school account, let's look at my school where I'm tech director at Hillbrook. Here we are. It would be sites.google.com / maybe /a / hillbrook.org / name of your website. Um, if you are paying monthly for it, like I do for mine, then you buy your domain. So for me, it's like $15-20 a year for billsellick.com, and then 10-ish a month to host all the files on billsellick.com. So that when you type in my name, I own that domain. I also have like info at billsellick.com. Um, yeah. Anyway, that's kind of how all this stuff's set up. Just follow the rubric to find out what you are supposed to be doing. Um, Making sure that you have at least 5 pages, make sure that you have links, navigation is for the right audience, colors and all of that are thoughtful, and you should have a video embedded from week 1. The All About Me video should be in your website, on your website. And it's really that simple. If you set up your site with a blog, you can do weekly updates, which might be a response to Discussion Board Once. Discussion Board 1, how might you drive traffic to your website for students and families? I'll update it regularly. I'll have links to whatever. I'll share whatever. Um, yeah, so that's what Discussion Board 1 is about. Discussion Board 2 is looking at parent-teacher relationships. So there's an article about that. All of the week 2 content is directly connected with here's resources for how to make your own website. It really can be super, super simple. Mine happens to be built on um, WordPress and hosted by Bluehost. I got very switched up in my head. I've been using WordPress since I took a class like this in my graduate work. And my graduate instructor was like, here's a bunch of ways to make websites. And I was like, what's the legit way? Um, and they're like, you can build your own website. And I had a friend um, who actually like built the eBay homepage back when that was a huge thing. I saw him working on his laptop once, and he like moved the icon on eBay.com, and I'm like, how did you do that? And he was actually building the eBay.com page. I just asked him, I'm like, what do you use for your website? And he's like, I use WordPress. And then all those files get hosted somewhere. I pay for Bluehost. They're pretty good. And so I've been having mine for, do I want to count how long? At least 15 years. And it's good. I like it. I update it with, it hosts my podcast, and I connected like a WordPress plugin to actually push out a feed for my podcast. Blog posts are there, presentations are there, different pages like the All About Me kind of page is on there, presentations I've done. I wonder what else. You probably don't care, but I'm curious. What other pages do I have? Would I get a 4 out of 4 on the rubric? Yeah, so I have different links for that. Blog posts, links to different photography things, links to my bio and presentations, the homepage. And because it's WordPress, it's all the things are kind of all over. So it's not so much like I have 5 pages, is that there's, depending on how you look at it, hundreds of pages. Because you can sort by like blog post topic, and that is a page. So anyway, yeah, enough about me with that. Oh, look at all of my latest blog posts. That's all it is this week. 2 discussion board posts, so 2 initial responses, 4 total replies to classmates, and build a website. Add your week 1 video from that assignment, and we'll keep building on this website. It's going to be good. Happy week 2.